So here, what I was telling you before, right? You got, like Muhammad Ali putting his hand forward. Here, he was actually left-handed, right? He would put the left hand up here, and also come here. So what he's doing there is blinding the opponent with his gloves. And if he has no gloves, you can finger jab the eye, right? And palm his chin, right? So as you're doing that, you're going, all right? Or like that. So you're actually finger jabbing the eyes and knocking him out with the palm. So while you're doing that and blinding him, you come to a knockout. All right? So power doesn't come by going a step like that. Power comes from the weight going into the punch. Trust me, okay? So, for example, if I was to step, then punch, the weight goes onto the floor. But if I was to punch, then step, or punch and step at the same time, either way, the power will go into the ball. So you're in this position, come up, okay? Hang on, come up. So, you see what I mean? So in this position, come up. So as for the hook, the power comes here, right? So you've got to turn. If I was to punch this way and this way, against beginners, you'll get away with it and you'll be more powerful. But against people that know what they're doing, it will not be effective, because the moment I bring my hand out, the professional will come in and do it to the heel. Right? So the idea is to shorten the blow from here. So in this position, his head's here, in this position, okay, and bring it back. Alright? So in this position, so you've got to shorten the blow, shortest distance to the nearest target. Okay?
Yep.
So in the basic principle, the uppercut, the power comes quite, the body being up. A lot of people say, especially the UFC, and some of them fight that way. That's okay, you do it that way, but I don't do it that way in most cases. It will tell you the way you train is the way you fight, but not necessarily what I do, right? The way I fight will be different to the way I would train. In a lot of cases, not all, but. So for example, for power training, to receive power, the punch as an uppercut, so you're giving the whole area, right? And so is the hook. But that's not how you fight, because if I was to go here like this, the moment I put my hand down, my opponent, if he's good enough, and most people are, he'll come in and give it to me, and that will have no power at all. So you will have to shorten the distance, as I said in the previous video. In real combat, you will have to be here, come up and cover up so you don't get hit. Because what you give, your opponent can give on the other side. So you shorten the distance to the nearest target. Okay? Look at the ball. Okay? So the other side, spin, look at the ball, and shoot. That's the basic principle of playing it safe when you're spinning, doing spinning kicks. Although, there are different ways of doing that. And I'm not trained for that for many years for this version. I'm now trained for this one, but there's one that you do with just jump, bang, bang. But that is more harder to do because you've got to spin and look at the ball at the same time. And you could miss the target. So the first one is more accurate, but a little bit slow. The second one is more faster, but less accurate. You've got to be careful like this, see? Come up. You spin. So, a front kick. See, what I did before was classic coming this way. This was a front kick coming up. Once you're coming this way, come up. Straight up, the chin. Right? So you're coming the other side. Straight up. So you've got one coming this way, one coming this way, and a roundhouse coming the other way, right? So the idea is to make them look like the same kick. I'm going to show you why. the moment. In this position, come up. Right? It's the roundhouse. And on the other side, come up. And you don't know which one of those kicks is which. You have to look carefully. The reason being is because when you're in combat, you've got three targets: the chin on the front, the left and right. Which one of these am I going to strike? The opponent will know if you put your whole body that way, or this way, or that way. They'll know which kick it will be and which side of the chin or the chin you're kicking at. But if you're standing straight on, they don't know which kick you're going to do, or where they're going to get hit. In the same basic principle, you've got head, stomach, knee. So it's like a magician with three shells and coin in the middle and moving them. If it's good, you never find a shell. If it's no good, you'll find it. So the idea is you've got to be good in combat. And he doesn't know what you're going to strike, the knee, stomach, or the head now. Three different positions. Or the side of the ribs, could be another one, the chest. You follow? You want a video?
Yeah.
You got the video on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
Okay, so people may say in the previous videos, where's the defense? There's attacks, striking, but where's the defense? Well, this is where you got to understand the basic philosophy behind the art of what Bruce Lee created, which is called Jeet Kune Do, which is interpreted as the way of the intercepting fist. Or another way of saying that is the beat. Or you may take boxing, you may call it countering. So a person comes in with a punch, say on this hand, to punch me this way or a short distance. I beat him to the attack. So it involves no blocking, no ducking, nothing. You just beat them to the attack. Because once you've hit them and knocked them out, they disarm. So as they're coming with a hook like this, accelerated version so you can see it, you come into the opening, bang, and he gets knocked out. So you may cover up just to make sure that if you miss, you don't get hit. But you don't need to cover up, you don't need to block, you don't need anything, just come straight in. If it's doing a straight punch, you come to the side, bang. Okay, the other side, you come to the side, bang. So his punch comes this way, he misses you, you can do it with your hand behind your back, okay? Comes this way, you just miss it and bang. Okay, comes this way and bang. Okay, so is a front kick or a front punch will beat just about any kick or any punch in the book. If he throws a roundhouse, you just beat him to it. Foot straight in, bang. It's called a push kick, or they can hit hard with it as well. And it's possibility with the back foot as well to come in. So when he's doing a roundhouse coming this way, or up, or whatever, or side, if he's coming forward at you with a front kick, you move to the side, come that way, or the other side, come that way. Beat the aggressor to the attack is its strategy. And that's what Jeet Kune Do means, the way of the intercepting fist. In other words, to intercept the technique, or the fist, or in this case, the technique. If it's a kick, you intercept it. A punch, you intercept it. And it takes speed. Lots of training in speed, timing, accuracy, everything to do with conditioning the skill. Okay, so there's a subject that I was confronted with years ago. A lot of people that just think martial arts and boxing and these arts are hopeless. All it takes is a gun to pull the trigger. I will argue the point. I had a situation where there's this young boy, he was like 14, and this bully, he was a really big bully. He was homosexual, a bully. He assaulted him very strictly in front of everyone. And this young boy said to him, no many times, but he forced him. So after he forced him, the little boy faked and said, wait one moment, I'll be back here in 10 minutes. Showing that he wanted more, but he didn't actually want more, but he just faked it and went back and bought a 44 Magnum and blew the guy's head off straight in Hollywood Palace. So that happens. So a friend of mine confronts me And it says, what good is your martial arts against guns? I thought to myself, I'm not that bully. I don't make trouble. Why would someone use a gun against me? I don't make trouble. I turned to the guy and said to him, what are you talking about? What good is your gun now if it's in the cupboard? In this country, I don't know about America and other countries, but in this country, in Australia, you're not allowed to carry it. You get carried, you get busted and go to jail and spend a lifetime there or a short time, whatever. What good is your gun going to do now if it's in the cupboard locked? You want to go and get it? Oh, you won't have time. You're dead before you even find your key to unlock the cupboard. I said to him, any fool can pull the trigger. Even a martial artist can get a gun and shoot you. So the idea of combat is that if you are unarmed, what are you going to do against defending yourself in a real life situation? You cannot carry your gun in the street 24/7. The police will bust you eventually and you go to jail. You cannot carry guns in this country. It's illegal. So what good is your gun going to do to you if it's locked up in the cupboard?